Greetings everyone. This is the start of a series playlist on musical harmony from the perspective of the piano keyboard. It complements the videos on harmony, musical elements, counterpoint, and fundamentals because knowing how to actually play and transpose your theory and counterpoint exercises at the piano will make them much easier to grasp and apply in the real world. This regardless of whether you are a singer or an instrumentalist on some other instrument. We hope you get something of value out of these. Let's begin by defining a few terms. First, scale degree. Each horizontal line, ledger line, and space between any two adjacent lines of the written staff, regardless of clef and key signature. Interval is the distance between any two keys of the piano keyboard. Semitone. On the piano keyboard, the closest, smallest interval between adjacent keys. There is no key between two keys a semitone apart. Semitones may be diatonic, naming two adjacent scale degrees, i.e. C to D flat, or chromatic, naming the same scale degree twice, i.e. C to C sharp. In our work here with major scales, only diatonic semitones will be used, never chromatic semitones. Whole tone is two semitones. Naming a whole tone on the piano requires two adjacent scale degrees in the name, like C, D. There is always one key between the two keys of a whole tone. Tetrachord. Sets of four successive tones, or notes, forming a major or minor scale. Intervals between successive notes of a tetrachord are semitones, whole tones, or some other interval. All these terms may be searched online for more details. Scale degree, interval, semitone, whole tone, tetrachord, and major scale. Now for the practical work of the week. Repeat the following instructions 20 times in 1 week, or approximately 3 times daily, whatever works. The point is to do it. On your piano keyboard, find and play the following keys: middle C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Next, find, play, and name the keys that are a diatonic semitone above those keys. A semitone above middle C is D flat. Above D is E flat. Above E is F. Above G is A flat. Above A is B flat. Above B is C. And I left out F. Above F is G flat. We always name two adjacent degrees on the staff, two successive letters of the musical alphabet, because these are diatonic semitones, not chromatic. Find, play, and name the keys a semitone above the sharp keys: C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. A semitone above C sharp is D. A semitone above D sharp is E. A semitone above F sharp is G. A semitone above G sharp is A. A semitone above A sharp is B. Now for a few flats. Find, play, and name E flat and B flat. That's E flat, B flat. Find, play, and name the keys that are a semitone above those keys. Remember, diatonic, not chromatic. Well, a semitone above E flat is F flat, not E natural. A semitone above B flat is C flat, not B. Now for the whole tones, which are two semitones. Remember, there is always one key between the two notes of a whole tone. Go back to C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Find, play, and name the key that is a whole tone above each of those keys. A whole tone above C is D. A whole tone above D is E. Above E is F sharp. Above F is G. Above G is A. Above A is B. And a whole tone above B is C sharp. How about from the sharp keys? From C sharp, D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. Well, a whole tone above C sharp is D sharp. Above D sharp is E sharp, not F. A whole tone above F sharp is G sharp. Above G sharp is A sharp. And above A sharp is B sharp. Finally, from the flat keys, D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, B flat. A whole tone above D flat is E flat. Above E flat is F. Above G flat is A flat. Above A flat is B flat. And above B flat is C. Got it? Good. Now for the scale. Using just 3 fingers and the thumb of each hand. No finger 5. Play the 2 tetrachords. We have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Or descending, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Repeat, naming the solfege or solfa. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. What are the intervals between the keys of the first tetrachord? C, D, E, F. Do, re, mi, fa. Well, it's a whole tone, and a semitone. And the second tetrachord. Well, we have a whole tone, and a semitone. Notice that both tetrachords have the same combination of intervals. Whole tone, semitone. Whole tone, semitone. And between the 2 tetrachords, between F and G, Fa and Sol, is a whole tone. And that, friends, is the definition of the major scale. 2 sets of 4 tones in the precise configuration of whole tone, semitone. The 2 sets being separated by a whole tone. Today we found, played, and named all the keys of the C major scale. Then we found, played, and named the notes a diatonic semitone and a diatonic whole tone above each of the keys of the piano, including sharp and flat keys. Finally, we deconstructed the tetrachords of the major scale. You may have noticed that today we did not use the standard fingering order of C major scale. This is because in this video we approached the keyboard not from the standpoint of performance technique, but of harmony study, of learning how to transpose. You should still learn to play scales with standard fingerings, and there are videos on the channel to show you how to do that. The C major scale video is linked below, so consult that, the playlists, and read Art Levine's substantial article on movable do. All these are listed in the description. Do the 20 times per week or 3 times daily practicing for a week, whichever works for you, and have a good one. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, share, post a question and a comment, and subscribe for updates.